So we've had a lot of anime news coming out over the recent days and weeks and stuff like that, and I've been posting a lot of that stuff in the community post or the community tab, post tab, whatever you want to call it for the channel itself. So check that place out for all the anime news that generally kind of trickles out. But Konosuba is not one of those that has missed out, and I've talked about it on the community post, posting that information, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. Because, of course, we had the recent episode release of the Konosuba OVA for Season 3. It's the bonus stage, which came out on March the 14th. And then, of course, we had the announcement of the sequel. Now, from the title of the video, you're obviously going to gather where I'm going with this. I believe, obviously, the sequel is Season 4. Now, some people could argue that it could be a movie as a sequel, and that's not out of the realms of possibility that a sequel could be a movie. But in my opinion, I do think this will be a Season 4. One of the other things, though, too, is kind of funny looking back at Konosuba and all the drama that entailed beyond after Season 2. Some of it was drama, some of it, I think, was just people took what the writer said and went with that, which is absolutely the right thing to do, because when the writer says, I have no intentions of continuing the anime in a roundabout way, and again, that's based on what I've heard from the community, it could have been taken out of context, and it's not the first time the community has taken something out of context, because it kind of turned in that situation of one person said one thing, another person said another thing, and by the time it gets to a 20th person, it's completely changed in its context. That happens with the High School DxD author, Classroom the Elite author, Dalmachi author. It happens quite a lot. But I said quite a while ago on the other channel that I'm now saying here as well, that even though an author says they have no intentions of continuing, say, like an anime adaptation of something, never always take their words completely literally, because as much as that sounds silly, authors, I've learned over the years, have a very quick tendency to change their mind. And the Konosuba writer, I believe, is one of those where, yeah, they had no intentions of going beyond Season 2 in the movie, and then Season 3 got announced, and you had the side story for Konosuba, an explosion on this wonderful world, which is the Megumin side story stuff. And now, you've got this sequel announcement, which I think is pretty obvious that it is going to be a Season 4. I think Konosuba is definitely going down that route where it's going to get that full sort of adaptation, which I think is great for anime fans that don't want to get into the source material, and merchandise as well is still doing well, and there's a lot of other collaborations going on. So I think Konosuba is just doing well. If you're a Konosuba fan, you are eating well. But I also do think it is funny that as new seasons of Konosuba and stuff comes out, it always seems to always get a lot of hate, now more so than ever, because, well, it's just popular to hate anything that has any form of comedy in it. And at some point I will be definitely going over Konosuba and going over the comedy aspects of it, because I do think Konosuba was beloved for its comedy and then hated for the exact same thing, all because a new generation of whiny anime Karen fans came in, deciding that everything needed to be offensive, when Konosuba is definitely one of those that is very equal in its comedy and poking jabs at everything, including the main protagonist and all of the others associated around it. I love Konosuba, I love watching it, I love the voice acting for it, not just sub, but dub's not too bad either. So, as I expect, Season 4. Yes, it's a sequel, as they've labelled it, but I expect this will be a Season 4. So, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you love about Konosuba? Like, generally asking there, what do you love about it? And if you do hate it, tell me as well. That would definitely be giving me an eye-opening in some of the criticism that people may have, but a lot of the criticism I find is people take jokes too serious. If you have a legitimate criticism that something is truly offends you, then definitely tell me. But I think most anime fans that are generally more been vocal in my comment section generally love Konosuba, and it's understandable. It's a fun, charismatic series out there. As far as when this series will come out, when the sequel will come out, I definitely would say wait about a year and a half is about what the general give and take is. Sometimes it will be a little bit longer. In this case, I expect it to be either a year and a half or longer, because it isn't one of those where it's a high production, fast paced kind of thing. This will go a little bit slower in the sense of its production, so expect about a year and a half to 2 years before we see and hear anything more. About a year and a half, year. You might hear something after a year, but I don't expect it to come out for at least a year and a half to 2 years. So again, love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.